I'm going to share with you guys on how to use your speedlight during bright daylight when the sun is directly above you and the sun is behind the person or the couple or even the ceremony, making it very difficult to get good photos. But with this speedlight, you can get epic professional photos. Let's talk about it. Check this out. What's up guys, Marion from Canon to Freedom. For you guys use your camera to take photos and videos and make YouTube content so that you can live a life of freedom like how I'm trying to do, then hit that like and subscribe and let's go. So let's talk about speedlight guys. Today I wanted to focus on using speedlight during the day. A lot of people don't really use speedlight during the day or may not even know about it, but speedlights can make your photos look amazing. So during the day, when you're shooting a wedding or even a family, then sometimes you are stuck with the sun being directly above you. 12 o'clock, and then it's causing a strong shadow. All of us know that to get great photos, you want to take your people that you're photographing in the shade. Then you get the most flattering look. Everything looks beautiful. There's no harsh lines. Those are the best photos, of course. But a lot of times, you're stuck in a situation like some of my wedding ceremonies on top of a cliff. There is no shadow and you're stuck with the sun. But that's when you use a speed light to get amazing photos. The light will get rid of your shadow. So if there's a shadow that's been created by the sun under the eye, under the nose, the neck, and it's just super contrasting, then you use the flash to get rid of most of that shadow, making the photos look professional. So first off, you need to have high speed sync, HSS. And what that is that a lot of the flash, like this Godox V100, for example, has the ability to flash beyond 250th of a second for your shutters. Like this V100, for example, it could handle up to 80,000 of a second and get proper flash high speed sync photos. When you buy most cameras, by default, high speed sync is off. So make sure you look into the manual depending on your camera on how to turn on high speed sync. It actually doesn't say high speed sync. For Nikon, you go to the pencil icon, which is custom settings menu, and go under flash, and under E1, go into it and select either 250 or 200 auto FP. That will turn on high speed sync for your camera. So now you're good to go. Now for flash, if it's V100, all you have to do is just go into the menu and turn on high speed sync. A lot of the flash has that off. And some flash don't even have the ability to do high speed sync, which is kind of crazy nowadays, right? I would think that all flash would have it, but some don't. So just make sure that your flash does. I know for a fact that the Godox flashes like the V100 and few models below, and of course all their studio flashes have the ability to do high speed sync. So turn that on. First setting for your camera, go into your camera and bring your ISO down to either 100 or 200, the lowest it possibly can. Some Sony cameras could go 50, my Nikon does 100, so I'll bring that down to 100. And then select your aperture. f2.8, most of the time, we're just using f2.8. If you are taking family photos and there's two layers of people, like people are standing behind people, then you want your aperture to be at least f4 and beyond so that the people behind them are visible and not out of focus. So you select your aperture. That's when you select your shutter. Now, most of the time, an average during bright daylight, it might be 2,000, 3,000, 1,000. If you are just starting out in photography and you want to find out what is the best shutter to get, then all you have to do is change your mode to aperture, have the ISO 100, aperture 2.8, aperture f4, then take the shot, and then it will tell you what that shutter is. So let's say it's 1,000. Now your camera is set to go. And then you put the flash on top of your camera. At full power, 1-1, take the shot. Now there's a chance, depending on how close you are to the couple and also how bright the daylight is, it might be too strong or it might be too weak. And all you have to do then is just adjust your flash. Bring it down. If the subject is too blown out, you get that professional look and you don't have that harsh contrast shadows in your photo. So that definitely helps out a lot. Now you could use this high-speed sync technique during events when the sun is at 45 degrees or sometimes right directly behind them. If you're like on a cliff, for example, right? Some of my wedding ceremonies are on a beautiful mountaintop cliff and so on. The sun would be behind, but not really setting. And if you want to capture the background, then your photos, the subject is a silhouette. And if you try to expose for the people, brighten them up, then the background is blown out. It's just white. You can now use a speedlight to take amazing photos and capture both the background and the people. So it does make it a little bit more challenging if you have the flash on top of your camera and you're moving around. I put the flash on top of a tripod. Keep it high above the people. You don't want it to be leveled and you're kind of blinding people. You keep it high above the people, just like how this video light is. You keep it down to 45 degrees. If the sun is at an angle of the couple, then you have the flash opposite directions. If the sun is directly in the middle, then you have an option. You could put it in the back, 45 degrees, and you could have fun with it. That's what's so great about photography. You could actually create your own look, and it always changes depending on where you put your flash. And the good thing about Godox is that now they also have a X3 remote trigger. I love this Godox brand. I mean, this is the latest. It's a touchscreen, but I also have their older ones, X2T. I've been using this for a while. And also I had their R2. This is the older one. You can remote trigger your flash to project flash at high speed sync at an angle. And that way, if you are shooting a ceremony and you have the flash back there at 45 degrees on a tripod facing the couple, then you get to walk around, get to be on the angle, in the middle, on the right, and the flash will always be consistent with all your photos. You get amazing photos using high-speed sync. Let's talk Speedlight. This Godox V100 is my absolute favorite Speedlight, and it's the latest and the greatest. It's got touchscreen, it's got a big round head, and also the best part that no other flash has, it's got a front-facing flash that's detachable. You could use it or you don't have to use it, but it definitely helps create photos that you weren't able to get before. And it just looks absolutely amazing. So this V100 is adjustable to 1-1 full power to 256th of a power. And the best part, it has high-speed sync. This V100 has fast recycle time, 1.7 of a second. So that way you could take photos at full power and it just triggers real quick. That's at full power. If less power, then it will flash a lot faster in case you need to just get that rapid fires. Let me show you. This is really neat. It uses a battery, and this battery charges through a USB-C. A lot of new batteries have this kind of technology, and I love this. Not only does it charge fast, you could buy a Godox charger that allows you to charge 3 at the same time. I found something that is really amazing. So there's this little USB-C battery. I use this for my iPhone. It's used for a VR goggle, but this works for my camera. I always have this in my camera bag because when you are taking photos and this USB-C is in the outside of it and your battery is about to die out, and let's just say you just have one battery, you get to plug this into the side and it will charge your battery and work simultaneously, giving your flash extra power. The V100 is also a master remote control. So you could use this as a remote. If you have multiple V100s, or even if you have the older flashes and the 8200s and so on, you can use this to remote trigger those flashes for creative photography. This zoom range is from 28 millimeters all the way to 105 millimeters. This sub flash is awesome. In the reception, I love to take bounce photos. I don't really care too much about the direct flash. They're okay, but it is so pleasing in the eye and the photos look absolutely amazing when you use bounce flash. Is that it does create a shadow underneath. It's not that bad. I've been used to it for the past 25 years. Now you have the ability to turn this sub flash on. You get the little control on the back, simple to turn on and simple to adjust the power. And you get to light them up front and through the bounce at the same time. It will get rid of the shadow. So if you want a cleaner look, then you have that option. And it comes off. You could just not use it if you don't want to. I'm used to not using it since it's so new. So you don't have to use it if you don't want to, but I love the fact that they have that ability. This also has a modeling lamp. Look at that. It's just a 2-watt modeling lamp that you could adjust the power. Don't want to use flash because you're kind of like having a hard time adjusting, then you just use this modeling lamp, light them up, and you just take your photo. It has a 2.3-inch display in the back. It's very responsive. You slide down, it's like an iPhone. You could use the dial to adjust the strength, the mode that it's on to turn on the sub flash or not. Or you could just touch it, you could slide it just with your fingers. This flash will go from -7 degrees to 120 degrees back. So that way you get that amazing bounce flash. Normally, compared to other flashes, most flashes don't go far back. So if I want to get a nice bounce flash from back there so that way they're lit up nicely at an angle, then I normally have to turn backwards and then aim it back. They have thought about that thing. Look how far apart that goes. And also, when you turn around, it goes all the way back to 330 degrees back. So this thing just And it just looks nice too. The material is nice. The high quality plastic. Definitely a great build. So this round head, this is interesting. This round head, this red piece, is magnetic and it came separately, so I have to kind of screw it on. Some models come built in, some come separately, so you have to put it on, but this allows you to put multiple accessories on top. It's magnetic, so you could put a snoot, a honeycomb, diffuser, dome diffuser, gels, and all kinds of cool little accessories you can put on top so that you get creative flash photography. All right, guys, so I got all the links below. If you guys are looking for more free tutorials, please go to my website, cameratofreedom.com. Give me your email address, and my goal is to just share as much knowledge as I can. I'm getting old. Time is flying. It's been beyond 25 years of shooting videos and photos, and all I want to do now is just pass what I know. And I love hearing from you guys. If you guys got something out of this, please leave a comment. I appreciate it. It helps out with the algorithm. I definitely need the help for sure. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I will answer all your questions. I do have how to photograph weddings ebook on the link below, and I do have some photo actions and Lightroom presets for sale for 10 bucks. So if you would like to support your boy, then I got the link below. All right, and I will see you next time.